The Pittsburgh Steelers have long been a team defined by tradition, resilience, and a no-nonsense approach to building competitive rosters. Under head coach Mike Tomlin, the franchise has maintained a remarkable level of consistency, avoiding a single losing season since he took the helm. But as the 2025 season inches closer and the team continues to navigate the murky waters of uncertainty at the quarterback position, the front office finds itself confronting one of the most consequential crossroads in recent franchise history. With future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers still withholding a final decision on whether or not he will suit up in black and gold, the organization has been forced to quietly prepare contingency plans. One of those plans now has a familiar name floating around league circles: Kirk Cousins. In a recent report by ESPN's Ben Solak, the notion of Pittsburgh targeting the Atlanta Falcons' veteran quarterback gained traction. Solak proposed a potential trade scenario in which the Steelers would send a conditional 2026 sixth-round pick, one that could elevate to a fifth-rounder depending on performance benchmarks, in exchange for Cousins and possible cash considerations. While this trade model is not yet active, it reflects a growing belief within the NFL community that Pittsburgh is running out of time and patience, and they may soon need to act decisively if the Rodgers saga drags on any longer. The Steelers' quarterback room is currently among the most fragile in the league. Mason Rudolph, long regarded as a competent but limited backup, is presently listed as QB1 heading into training camp. Behind him is sixth-round draft pick Will Howard, a 23-year-old prospect out of Ohio State who possesses developmental upside but isn't projected to compete for the starting job anytime soon. With no clear signal caller to rally behind, the Steelers are in unfamiliar territory, and they know it. What makes Kirk Cousins a potential fit in Pittsburgh is a combination of familiarity, system compatibility, and immediate availability. Offensive coordinator Arthur Smith, who joined the Steelers this offseason, previously coached Cousins during his time in Atlanta. Smith's system does not rely on a mobile quarterback. Rather, it thrives when operated by a decisive, accurate passer who can manage a structured game plan and exploit defensive mismatches through pre-snap recognition and timing-based throws. Cousins, a four-time Pro Bowler with over a decade of NFL experience, fits that bill. Although Cousins is coming off a turbulent stretch, most notably tearing his Achilles in 2023 while with the Minnesota Vikings, he rebounded quickly enough to earn a significant four-year, $180 million contract from the Falcons in free agency last offseason. That deal was seen by many as a bold commitment from Atlanta, one designed to establish short-term credibility while grooming a potential successor. That successor, it turned out, arrived sooner than expected when the Falcons selected quarterback Michael Penix Jr. with the number 8 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. In a dramatic turn of events, Penix seized the starting role by Week 16 of the 2024 season and impressed enough to secure it moving forward. With Atlanta's front office now fully committed to the young quarterback, Cousins has found himself in an awkward position, highly compensated, experienced, but largely expendable. The Falcons aren't expected to carry Cousins as a $40 million cap hit backup for long, and league insiders believe that they are open to trade offers, especially if they can offset some of the financial burden. Under the terms of his contract, Cousins is due to earn $27.5 million in salary in 2025. With a ballooning cap hit of $57.5 million in both 2026 and 2027. However, any team acquiring Cousins could soften that blow through a post-June 1 designation in 2026, which would allow them to open up as much as $35 million in cap space by releasing him. These financial gymnastics could be enticing for a team like Pittsburgh, which has around $20 million in current cap space and could negotiate a deal with Atlanta that includes cash compensation to offset Cousins' contract. But it's not just about money. For the Steelers, this is about salvaging a season that still holds promise. The AFC North remains one of the most competitive divisions in football, and entering the season with Rudolph or an untested rookie under center could spell disaster. With T.J. Watt anchoring an elite defense, Najee Harris providing consistency in the backfield, and a receiving core now bolstered by DK Metcalf, the Steelers believe they have the tools to make a playoff push. They just need someone to guide the offense. Cousins is not without flaws. At 36, he's likely past his physical prime, and his ability to escape pressure has never been a strong suit. He has often been criticized for faltering in high-pressure situations and primetime games. Yet, he also boasts 39,471 career passing yards, 270 touchdown passes, and a completion percentage north of 66% across 12 seasons. He has consistently ranked among the top 15 quarterbacks in most efficiency metrics and is renowned for his preparation, leadership, and professionalism. In Arthur Smith's scheme, Cousins wouldn't need to carry the offense on his shoulders. He would be tasked with distributing the ball quickly, orchestrating play-action passes, and managing the game with poise. The Steelers aren't looking for a superstar, they're looking for stability, competence, and the ability to keep drives alive. In that context, Cousins could be the answer, or at the very least, a reasonable bridge until they find their quarterback of the future. The shadow of Aaron Rodgers still looms large. The Steelers' pursuit of the four-time MVP has defined their off-season strategy, and sources around the league continue to indicate that Pittsburgh believes it still has a chance to land the enigmatic passer. But Rodgers, who turns 42 in December, remains a wild card. He could retire. He could pivot to another team. He could wait until mid-season before making a decision. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking. The Steelers can't afford to wait forever. Training camp is approaching. Preseason preparation will soon begin. Offensive installs, chemistry with receivers, command of the playbook, these are all time-sensitive matters. If Rodgers remains silent, the front office may need to pull the trigger on a Plan B, and Cousins could quickly become Plan A. From Atlanta's perspective, moving Cousins makes sense. Penix is the future, and the organization doesn't want a quarterback controversy or locker room tension. By dealing Cousins and absorbing part of his salary, the Falcons could clear space, recoup draft capital, and allow Penix to grow without distraction. They would likely prefer more than a late-round pick, but with limited leverage and few trade partners, Pittsburgh's offer might be their best opportunity to offload the contract. For Cousins himself, Pittsburgh could represent a final chance at relevance. A team with pedigree, structure, and playoff ambition, it's the kind of landing spot that could allow him to rewrite his NFL narrative. No longer the guy with big stats and little postseason success, Cousins could embrace the challenge of proving doubters wrong in one of the league's most iconic uniforms. Of course, all of this hinges on Rodgers. If he signs, Cousins is out of the picture. If he retires or delays again, the door opens. Until then, the Steelers will continue to balance patience with urgency, weighing every scenario and preparing for every outcome. Because in Pittsburgh, mediocrity isn't tolerated, and 2025 could be the season that defines their direction for years to come.